As you would have seen by the title, today we are installing a front splitter to the MK6 Golf 2011 TDI. This is a KSB edition front splitter. We have got side skirts, but they haven't arrived yet, so I'll post them in a separate video. Today we're just going to install the front splitter. So first of all, I'm going to jack the car up and put it on ramps, just so I can use the jack to lever up the front splitter. So that way I can get it all lined up perfectly, and it'll be easier to do it this way. Now that both sides have been jacked up and put on ramps, we can now get the jack in the middle of the car and lever up the front splitter. The splitter is now jacked in the position it needs to be on the car, and now I'm just going to make some final adjustments to get it all perfectly aligned. Which I have just done now, and as you can see it is in the perfect position. So all I've got to do now is start pre-drilling some holes. So I started off with a 4 and then I worked my way up to a 5.5. You could go 6, and to be fair it probably is better to go with a 6, because on 5.5 I did find it a little bit tight, but it did still work. So maybe just go for a 6, but it's completely up to you. And to prevent it from moving around, I just put 2 Phillips screws in the pre-drilled holes in the splitter, just temporary while we pre-drill the holes into the car's bumper, so that it doesn't move out of line, so that when we go to actually put the front splitter screws in, it will still be in the perfect position and wouldn't have moved slightly, so we know it will fit properly. So here it is all unwrapped, and as you can see it's in gloss black to match with the gloss black Oettinger spoiler that it's got, and it is looking so clean. Now let's apply some tiger sealant. We're using U-Pole tiger seal. I've always used this as it's always done me well, and we're just applying it to the areas now. And now we are going to install it onto the car, just so it gives it that extra bonding, and then we are going to screw up the provided screws. These are nut and bolt screws. You literally put these screws up, and then you've got a washer that you put on top of the screw, and then you put the nut on top of it. So just put them all up, and then here is the Phillips screw that I put in temporary. Now I'm going to pre-drill that to 5.5, what it needed to be, and then put in the screw that it needs to have. So remove both of them, pre-drill it, and put in the new ones. I just done this to make my life a lot easier, and it definitely helped. Now we're putting the washer and the nut on top of a screw from the top. I had to take the grills out in the middle and the sides of the bumper. Obviously this was on a Golf R bumper, and this only fits the Golf R bumpers I believe, but I'll put a link in the description for the splitter. If anyone wants it, the link will be in the description down below. 10 socket, and it's number 4 Allen key that you use, and I've got a drill bit for that. You just hold the socket and drill up, and that will tighten the nut and bolt. As you just seen, and that is how you do it. So all we had to do is remove this grill, the middle grill, and the right hand side grill, and then that way you have access to put your hand behind to tighten the nuts with the screwdriver underneath. And there it is, guys. That looks so much better than what it did previously. It now matches with the gloss black grills. Here is a quick montage.